The special meeting of the Board of School Directors will please come to order. Will the secretary please call the roll?
Director Ferguson,
Present.
Director Fons,
Here.
Director Herndon,
Present.
Director Jackson,
Present.
Director O'Halloran,
Here.
Director Reza,
Here.
Director Seamson,
Present.
Director Vonoy has asked to be excused this evening, and President Zomber.
Present.
That's 8 present. We have a quorum.
Will the secretary please read the call of the meeting?
To the members of the Board of School Directors, at the request of President Missy Zomber, a special meeting of the Milwaukee Board of School Directors is scheduled to take place virtually on Monday, November 10th, 2025 at 5 p.m. for the purpose of considering action on a request for technical amendments to the 2025-26 FY26 budget for the Extension Fund, Milwaukee Rec. As is customary at special meetings of the board, public testimony will not be taken at this meeting. This meeting will be held virtually with no in-person access. The meeting may be accessed on the MPS YouTube stream, the link to which may be found on the broadcast page of the MPS website.
If there are no objections, we will dispense with our standard introductory matters and move right to the item of business as stated by our secretary. Since the board has already adopted the FY26 budget, before we can consider this item, we must have a motion to reconsider our action of October 28th, 2025, relative to the FY26 Extension Fund budget. May I have that motion, please? Director O'Halloran.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
I second.
Okay, seconded by Director Reza. If there's no discussion, the secretary will please call the roll.
On Director O'Halloran's motion to reconsider the board's previous action of October 28, 2025, relative to the FY26 Extension Fund budget, Director Ferguson.
Aye.
Director Fons.
Aye.
Director Herndon.
Aye.
Director Jackson.
Aye.
Director O'Halloran.
Aye.
Director Reza.
Aye.
Director Seamson.
Aye.
And Chair Zomber.
Aye.
That's 8 ayes. The motion passes.
Would the administration please present the item?
President Zomber, members of the board. Every year it's routine to the district to modify its adopted budget based on the district's needs after the start of the school and third Friday enrollment count. And this item is really a technical adjustment to satisfy statutory requirements around the budget resolution. The item maintains the intent and budget priorities adopted by the board on October 28th, but it is increasing equitable access to the Milwaukee Rec services and facilitate while building a fund balance. To do this, the administration is recommending modifying MKE Rec expenditure budgets to include approximately $36 million in the construction budgets, bringing a total to $74 million. Unused funds will be saved in the MKE Rec's fund balance for future use. I have with me Brian Litzy and Nick Sinram to answer any questions that you may have.
Is there any discussion? And if you're a board member or anyone who wishes to speak, if you could just raise your hand so that I can see in case you're not all on my screen, that would be helpful. Okay, if sorry, Director Fons, did you have a comment or question?
Yeah, so we're going to create a savings that we didn't have before, or did we have it and we didn't have control over it and the city wanted to? I don't understand exactly the technical shift or change.
Administration.
Director Fons and President Zomber, I'll have Nick Sinram explain the change.
Good evening, Nick Sinram, Budget Director. So in the initially adopted or final adopted budget, the presentation indicated that the additional $36 million would be created for the Extension Fund's fund balance. After consulting with our partners at the City of Milwaukee, we deemed that it would be appropriate to instead modify expenditure budgets so that it would be included in the total extension fund expenditure budget. That will allow for planning on our construction projects and reviewing services, and any funds that are not spent at the end of the year will revert to fund balance. So it maintains the intention, just with a slight modification of the resolution.
No. Okay, Mr. Chasen, I see your hand up.
Thank you, Chair Zambor. Given the revision, then, is there a projected fund balance for the end of FY26 that we are forecasting then?
Administration.
Yes, Nick Sinram, Budget Director. We will have to see where the planning and projects end at the end of the year. There would be approximately 75 million that would be retained to fund balance, depending on the timing of the construction of the West Side Community, Northwest Side Community Center. So ultimately, the planning and of construction projects.
Did everyone hear that okay, or did
No.
it only cut out for
I
me?
need that repeated
Okay,
again. I didn't
it
hear
started-
that.
It was just cutting out a little bit. If
Yeah,
you could
absolutely.
repeat that.
Happy to repeat myself. Thank you. Nick Sinram, NPS Budget Director. The exact fund balance will depend on the planning phase and the timing of any renovation projects that ultimately move forward. Currently, the extension fund is planning for approximately 60 million to be devoted to the Northwest Side Community Center. There's approximately 30 million currently in fund balance, and this will add an additional 36 million to fund balance for an approximate total of 66 million at the end of the year. However, again, that will depend on the exact planning and which projects move forward in this fiscal year.
Mr. Chasen, any follow-up?
Yeah, one of the reasons I ask is because the state continues to sit on a ballooning pile of cash. And what I don't want to do is arm our critics with the talking point that we have used against the state, which is, hey, you've got all this money sitting around. What exactly is the plan to use it for your educational purposes? And I just want to make sure the administration has ample opportunity to differentiate how one is different from the other. Thank you.
Okay, Director O'Halloran has her hand up.
Thank you. But just to clarify, so the revision, though, this would still be a fund balance within the extension fund. It wouldn't revert to general funds. Does that make sense? It's still restricted to MKE recreation, is my understanding.
Yeah, Nick Sinram, MPS Budget Director. That is exactly correct. The fund balance would remain in the MKE rec to be used only for extension fund purposes.
Thanks.
Did we lose Missy?
I think you froze, Missy.
Oh,
Yeah, I think our chair. Oh,
I'm sorry.
You're back.
Now am I back?
Yep.
Okay. I don't see any other hands. So at this point, could the secretary please read? Oh,
before.
okay. Director Reza?
Will the board receive like a quarterly report showing what has been budgeted and, spent or what is going to be remaining?
Administration?
Director Reza and President Zambor and members, we will absolutely present any projects that are going through and be able to give that information out to you at any time that the board would request it, or whenever we're presenting on our construction projects.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments? If I don't see your hand, just unmute yourself. Oh, Director Seamson.
Thank you. Just along those same lines, I guess, when that reporting time comes to just, have a list, maybe if it's shared, just I have a crying puppy in the background. If there is, a list that we could see ahead of time, or just kind of that idea of ongoing progress, I think would just be important for public transparency. So I guess I would ask if we could have that presented quarterly, just as part of our ongoing budget, or just incorporated with our ongoing budget reporting, I guess would be something that I think would be useful, and that the public would like to hear as well.
Administration, you're unmuted right now.
It's okay. I was just asking a question about how has it been,
okay.
how has it been done in the past is what I was asking him. And that it would be presented to AFP at a high level.
Yeah. Could I just, when we get our monthly reports at AFP, couldn't this also just be rolled into that? And then we can ask questions around specific extension fund expenditures?
Yeah, can something be added like, sorry, I'm interrupting.
That's okay, Director Reza.
Can something like, when we receive those updates, can we get like just basically like the budget amount, what is being spent on, like counter funds, basically, and what's remaining of funds, if we can get that in a report whenever you have a chance?
Happy to provide anything to the board that would be requested.
Director Ferguson's hand?
Yes. First of all, I apologize if I sound a little funky. I had a wisdom tooth pulled this morning, so no fun, but I'm here. But Superintendent Caselli started out by saying that this is a technical adjustment. It sounded like she's saying that this is something that happens every year after third Friday count. And I would just ask her to clarify if that's what she said, because I was kind of fuzzy when she spoke that.
Administration.
Director Ferguson, President Zombor, members, we covered this in October 28th meeting, and what we're doing now is making a technical fix to the resolution to have it be a little bit more clear for the city council, and then also for our intentions moving forward.
Got it.
I think at this, if anyone doesn't mind, I think we can still continue discussion if needed, but I think it would be helpful to have the secretary read the resolution, the modified resolution, and then if there's any additional questions, we could go from there. Is that okay? Okay. Dr. Tina, could you read the modified resolution for the extension fund?
Yes. Resolved that pursuant to the provisions of section 119.47 Wisconsin statute relating to the extension fund, the Board of School Directors hereby advises the Common Council that the amount of $75,584,650 will be required for the maintenance of playgrounds, recreation centers, and similar activities during the 2026 fiscal year, and that $74,628,650 thereof is to be raised by a tax levy on all real and personal property in the city of Milwaukee, subject to taxation for Milwaukee Public School purposes in 2026, pursuant to the provisions of section 65.07, parent 1, parent G, Wisconsin statutes, said amount being required in addition to other miscellaneous sources. Your mic is off. President Zombor, if you're speaking, your mic is off.
Can you hear me now? Now can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. My phones just stopped working. Okay. If there's not any other questions, I'm not seeing any other hands. Then at this time, I would entertain a motion to adopt the modified FY26 extension fund resolution and detailed line items as presented in this item. May I have that motion, please? Director Simpson.
So moved.
Oh, you're muted.
Did you
Do
hear
we
me
have a
that?
second?
So moved.
Second.
I don't think I-
Yes.
Okay.
I second.
Okay, seconded by Director Reza. Okay, if there's no further discussion, will the secretary please call the roll?
On Director Simpson's motion to adopt the modified FY26 extension fund resolution and detailed line items as presented in this item. Director Ferguson,
Aye.
Director Fonz,
Aye.
Director Herndon,
Aye.
Director Jackson.
Aye.
Director O'Halloran,
Aye.
Director Reza,
Aye.
Director Simpson,
Aye.
and President Zomber.
Aye.
That's 8 ayes, the motion passes. Did we lose her?
I think Director Zomber is off the platform. The vice chair would have to adjourn the meeting. Vice President.
Okay. Could I have a motion for the meeting to be adjourned?
Given that there are no other items for discussion, that would adjourn the meeting with just you saying so.
Your voice didn't come out clear for me.
Would you like to say it now, Director
Okay.
Zomber?
Can you all see me now? Yes, okay, with no other business before us, this meeting is adjourned.
Okay.
Thanks.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you all.